Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 20. I haven't done any pre-preparation here or anything. I just I'm just gonna make the repairs here as well. I really can't be I can't be bothered to utilize my repair heroes to fix not particularly important units. Okay, all right. So here we are at the training mission, and apparently we're allowed to deploy 8 units. There is no airport on this map at all. So we will not be leveling any aircraft, which is a little bit disappointing actually, because I kind of wanted to level some aircraft. Right, let's reserve everything. So, we're allowed to deploy apparently precisely 8 units. Right, let's take this, I believe it was this one we were going to take. Okay. It's my first anti-tank. Let's upgrade this. And this. I need high-level recon cars, because if I'm gonna lose anything, it's gonna be a recon. Sort of a it's sort of a funny truth, basically, that it's recon cars are just so easy to lose. It's that simple. Although they do level quickly, so I mean there is a, previously I was leveling up recon cars by I was leveling them up by having whole groups of them in the Spanish Civil War and just having them attack everything to gain the multiple bonuses, but we've reached a point in the war where units are pretty much dangerous enough to ensure that that's a bad idea. Okay, which one of these units should I take? These guys were just bought as bait. There's actually no real reason to keep the bridge engineers or level them up. That kind of takes away from the fact that they're just disposable units. This unit's actually got a medal despite only being one star. Oh, they picked up Urban Legend. Huh. Okay, let's shove them in. Let's put on the stats page. The history page, sorry. 14 for... This one's seen some action. Used to be an anti-aircraft gun, I guess. I don't know how many tanks I'm really going to need throughout this whole campaign. You know, tanks become more important as the war drags on. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Artillery is very quick to level up because it just sees so much action. And I mean, these ones used to be tanks, for crying out loud, and yet here they are. So, I don't think it will be too long before these guys level up to max by themselves. It's not... Artillery is relatively easy to get up in levels. Anti-aircraft is more tricky. But you can see here that these all used to be tanks at one stage. They've all got this stripe. But they certainly won't be getting converted back, that's for sure. Would I maybe like to level out a fresh anti-aircraft gun? I can't imagine a world in which you're going to need more than 4 anti-aircraft guns. And also anti-aircraft guns, you almost never lose any. It's a unit that's just never on the front line. So I'm sure as the war drags on, these guys will pick up. Plenty of EXP. Most of the rest of this infantry is actually reasonably high level. I mean, you may think that 2 stars out of 4.5 is not high level, but it's, you know, considering how much I'd spread the experience around throughout the course of this campaign and the fact that 5 star is the maximum. We're only in the mid-war and these guys are pretty close to... Some of them are pretty close to maxed out. Just go with another tank. I really wanted to level up some bombers. The one unit that's incredibly difficult to level up is the humble strategic bomber. But it's, as the war goes on, strategic bombers get more and more and more powerful. As dive bombers get less and less able to penetrate the top of most tanks. Okay, alright, let's just take another tank. From the Great Tank Depository. I have so many tanks with, you know, plenty of experience floating around. Saarbrücken across the universe. This was originally a Panzer 1B. Okay, so here is the trick. This one is already a flame tank, so we don't need to change it. change these to flame tanks because we can just go after the in fact, this flame tank is actually not that great. Only a 20 against infantry, although it does ignore entrenchment. But basically, you want a tank that's just really vicious against infantry, because it will get lots and lots of kills, preferably with rapid fire. This one's got a 20 against infantry, but no rapid fire. Do we not have? I mean, this one's got rapid fire, but only an 11 against infantry, which is not... I would argue it's not good enough. Yeah, I guess that's what we got, huh? Okay, alright, fine. IV is... It's just easier to level up by hosing down infantry than it is to level up by hosing down tanks. Though it does make me wonder if they count as tank kills. I doubt it though. Later on in the war, tanks get better against tanks and worse against infantry. So what you should do is you should, if at all possible, build up your tanks to be deadly against infantry and get all the infantry bonuses. Because eventually later war tanks will find it harder and harder to actually deal with infantry. When the big infantry upgrade happens and all the infantry gets its improved equipment and stats, tanks sort of start to struggle to hurt it. So if you look here, the ground defense for these engineers is just 6. So you only need 17 infantry attack to have optimal attack against them. And then in close combat for engineers it's 8. So you would need 19 anti-infantry to have optimal against them. But later on, I believe infantry goes up to like 10 or 12 ground defense, and then you actually need quite a high infantry attack score. But infantry attack scores on tanks don't improve from 20. Or if anything, they get worse. They don't really improve from that. So infantry becomes more of a pain in the ass for tanks to kill later on in the war. Right. We have everything we want to train up. Now, so all these funny things about training up things that don't have medals means that they still need to actually get into combat to get medals, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I would love for this thing to actually be a unit that already had +3 in soft attack. Because it would actually make a big difference for this. I mean, this thing has got no experience anyway, so I could convert it. I don't have any... I don't have any tanks that are... I got a +2 against soft, but of course it's the one tank that I would never want to convert. Ah, whatever. We train it up. It can serve its role in anti-tank, and maybe in the future it can be cross-classed. Who knows? Right. This is the unit that I want to level, though. So, let's go with... like it needed tank killer. It'd be nice to have a tank that was the opposite of this one. One that was good against infantry. I need double attack. Aiming assistance, so it gains EXP from everybody else's attacks. Maybe lethal attack? I am so poor on... Actually, double EXP would be amazing to just make sure that this levels up fully. I am so poor on offensive heroes. Where is... There it is. I have so few offensive heroes. What have I got? I've got double attack. I've got exterminator. I've got some ignores entrenchment. And frankly, that's it. And ignores entrenchment is a minor bonus at the bloody best of times. Well, no, ignores entrenchment is actually really powerful, but in a training mission it's not. Because I'm sure the training dummies are not massively entrenched. I mean, what the hell? I can stick it on because it might be bonus damage. What else? There's another ignores entrenchment. I mean, what else is there that actually is in any way offensive? No surrender, first aid, reduced slots. I mean, lethal attack is kinda. It might result in the odd conversion of. It might result in the odd conversion of suppression to kill. I have 2 aiming assistance heroes. Oops. My question is, where's the other one? Well, they're both assigned. I think the other one is on a tank. Sorry, on an aircraft. Must have taken the aircraft one off. Oh no, there it is. Oh no, wait, that's the aiming assistance that comes with Galland. Oh, maybe I don't have 2. But yeah, I mean, I am shockingly short on actually properly offensive heroes. I still in all these missions have not received any +5 against infantry, +5 against, like, any of the +5s. The only +5 I've gotten is Exterminator, which is actually a little bit more useful than I gave it credit for, but it's still not... There we go. It's not what I wanted. I might as well put bloody Legendary on as well, because hey, why not? More prestige for me. There it is. Yeah, I'm shockingly low on the +5s. No Consolidator, no +5 against infantry, no +5 against tanks, which is Tank Killer and Butcher, respectively. There's also Flag Killer, which is +5 against towns. I've got no Rapid Fire 1.5x heroes, no Rapid Fire 2x heroes. Alright, I'm not going to go mental, just trying to totally optimize training here because I think these guys will max out pretty happily without me needing to do that. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this actually. The thing about anti-tank is it's like it's the weak link in your army a lot of the time. But this is a late war one, so it's even got some close defense. It's got a very solid ground defense and it's also got some close defense. I mean, and you know, it's got that late war initiative. It's certainly not the fastest unit, but there's really nothing else. You know, it's certainly not the fastest unit, but it just Training Assistant Hoffman. Okay. But, I mean, I will happily deploy an anti-tank when it's frigging a late war monster. Okay, we've got lots of soft target dummies here. This one's too slow to actually get to anything right now. Oh, is that assistant just there to actually just be in the way? Oh, I think these assistants are actually just here to be in the way. I don't remember them, though. Oh well, this will help this level up. Nice! 100 EXP for each assistance. Yeah, I can't reach any other part of the range here. I sort of wonder about what's over there. Oh, I can actually reach here. Hey, I can reach target dummies here. without wasting any time. Burn 'em, boys. Okay. Do we have a hard target dummy up here somewhere? You can follow up in a minute. Oh, there's one. Do I want to go this way or do I want to go this way? Okay, a hard target dummy is the wrong target, but what I can do is I can move this here. Well, move this here and move this here? I don't know, I'll figure it out. But either way, this bad boy needs to go up here. Now, what interests me is, do these count as actual kills or what? 13 points destroyed. Still 13 points destroyed, okay. They don't. Alright, these guys are gaining EXP at some terrifying speed here. Which is good. I'm glad I put double strike on this guy, because it's taking a little bit here to wield him into position. Wow. That's some good EXPs, my friends. And just enough time for you to race over here. Okay, plenty of turns left. That double EXP is really showing its might here. Yeah, there's actually really no need to move the recon car back and forth. This guy is going to max out. I suppose unless it's to just put more EXP on the recon car. Yeah, the recon cars are actually going a little bit on the slow side. But we can do something about that. Our next order of business is actually here to speak to you in person. Mind your own, to introduce Director Wilhelm Messerschmidt. Alright. Good, good, good. Stop kissing this guy's ass now. Speak to the future. Come to my attention, you achieved something very special during your visit to Britain last year. Something so special you couldn't even properly identify what it was. I'd like to acquire those technical documents. Okay. We got the historical documents, huh? Okay, well, now this guy is incredibly close to maxed out. All change! Okay, I probably... No, I mean, these guys have got rapid fire 1.5x. Authorize the exchange. Okay, this monster is now nearly maxed out. This one's nearly maxed out too. I think everyone's going to be walking away from here 4-star, which is about as close as you can get to maxed out at this point in the war. Ignoring the attached packet of Schnorzner treats addressed to me, Hans Ulrich Rudel has sent another request for combat transfer. Give me Rudel! Give me Rudel! Oodles of Rudels. Alright. She's maxed out. Do you know what? The accuracy bonus on this would actually be of benefit to units that are struggling to max. That's as close as I can get him for now. But here we go, look, see I can do this. And then, if I do this, and do the old change, that's quite some bonuses. Wow, these guys are about to get steamrolled. Okay. One turn left. Double attack is way better than double move. There's only one thing that's useful about double move, and that is that if you put double move on a plane, then you can fly the plane over a target, drop your payload, and then fly away, which is the only way that you can attack twice with 2 aircraft on the same target on the same turn without using like a rebase strike or something along those lines. But I mean, with double attack you can just attack twice anyway, so why would you this is way more useful in my opinion. Aggressive counterattack. Why would you choose that over a lightning attack? I'm pretty sure a lightning attack is shoot first, ask questions later. Isn't it? Well, aggressive counterattack is not good, so pretty sure it is. Ooh, it's a tricky one. Generally speaking, Ignores Entrenchment is a much better ability than Tank Killer. But Strat Bomb, I'm pretty sure Rudel is a bomber hero, and bombers already ignore entrenchment, or mostly ignore it. Although that said, and I am for want of heroes that do extra damage against tanks, but that said, they don't completely ignore entrenchment. They, you know, it's like 80% they ignore. I think you can use them on a dive bomber. Then Ignores Entrenchment's amazing. I think you can use them on a dive bomber, and Ignores Entrenchment is amazing on a dive bomber, especially with lightning attack. It's just the sad part is, I have Ignores Entrenchment heroes. I don't have any Tank Killer heroes. I'm gonna go with what I think is the better choice. Yeah, he's Tactical Bomber. Okay. Ignores Entrenchment is great for Tactical Bombers, because they don't ignore Entrenchment normally. Being immune to support fire is amazing for a Tactical Bomber. Yeah, the last one, +5 against tanks would be quite nice. But I mean, you've already got double attack, and tactical bombers are pretty good against tanks anyway, so... And also, Ignores Entrenchment allows... Like, you would do more damage to tanks with Ignores Entrenchment if they were entrenched, or in any tile that's got good base entrenchment. Like a city tile, for example, or a forest tile, or something along those lines. Or fortified tile. Fortification tile. So yeah, I wouldn't build this any differently. Double move is not useful for a tactical bomber. Not really. That one's obvious. Aggressive counterattack. Once again, why would you care for a tactical bomber? The only real choice is between Ignores Entrenchment and Tank Killer. But the thing is, Tank Killer benefits you when the target is already exposed. I.e., a tank out in the open, Tank Killer is going to do more damage. But a tank that's out in the open is vulnerable anyway. Whereas a fortified tank or a tank in a fortification tile or in an entrenched tile or any of that kind of nonsense, that tank is the one that's actually a pain in the ass to get rid of. So you're taking abilities that are good against the enemy at their best, rather than taking abilities that are good against the enemy at their worst. Okay, very happy with that. That is a monster hero. Okay, I'm gonna swap these two around. Except I can't, because he can't move enough. Haha! See how that works out? Okay. A lack of offensive heroes has kind of prevented me from maxing out anybody. Maybe I shouldn't have put double strike and double EXP on the same unit. But to be fair, pretty much all of them are 4-star. Or at least minimum 3.5 star. So almost 4. That one is 4. So overall, actually, pretty solid. And they need medals anyway, so maybe maybe now is a good time to bring them out onto the front line. Okay. Historically, there would have been precious little time to train after the conclusion of the Balkan campaign. The campaign had already pushed the launch date for Operation Barbarossa to the spring of 1941 into the summer. This delay would prove to have historic consequences. So it would. And so it would. Rudel is a monster, by the way. And of course, in a British fighter bomber tactical, he's going to be able to shoot down aircraft as well. he's going to be a fighter in disguise. I've just confirmed our orders. Operation Barbarossa is to commence immediately. Our initial role to play is quite an important one. Because we're not going to be formally attached to Army Group North, a situation I'll attempt to better explain when we have the luxury of time to do so. When we have the luxury of the time to do so. Ah well, whatever. I suppose you could write it like that, but... Okay. Control Rassilani? Not sure how you pronounce that, Rassilini. Control Villainous at the end of the scenario. Control Bisogala. Destroy 30 Soviet aircraft. With the advantage of total surprise, we should be able to sweep the unprepared border defences aside with little effort. Additionally, an attack, and perhaps most importantly, we can also strike at various Soviet-controlled airfields across the region. Pre-invasion recon photos have proof that these airfields are packed with idle Soviet fighters and bombers. They will be at our mercy. The more of them we can bomb with our Stukers or overrun with our ground forces, the less we will have to fight in the air. Destroy as many as quickly as possible. After that, mission is to clear a path for Army Group North to begin their long advance to Leningrad. I will do my best to explain more after the mission is over. Our removal from operating under Army Group North was apparently a last-second change to the plans and affects your command exclusively. But for now, we have an invasion to lead. They want half my prestige. To be honest, I have so much squirreled away. I really don't care about paying 14,000 prestige. I've actually lost the will to hide prestige. I think at some point there's one of these prestige swaps where it wants to reset your prestige down to 5,000 or something. So maybe I should save some up before then, but... yeah, whatever. I mean, Hungarian and Italian vehicles are garbage anyway, but... whatever. You know what? It's not the most useful hero, but it will get its time to shine later on in the war, probably around 1944, 1945, when Germany is on the defensive. On an engineering group, it's going to make things so much more difficult. Let's see what our 14,000 prestige bought us. Huh, we have a new transport. It's a turd. It's a turd. What garbage? Inferior in every conceivable way to the Panzer 3H. Literally. It's got less fuel, slightly more ammo, less attack, less movement, less initiative, and less defense. It is objectively inferior to the Panzer 3H. We did get some more of their flame tanks, which are quite nice because they're only 2 slots. And it's really quite impressive to have an Ignores Entrenchment 20 soft attack flame tank for just 2 slots. So that's nice. Oh, and this was the other thing they gave us. Or is this just new tech? Well, it does have rapid fire 1.5x, so it's not bad. See, this is where a tank killer hero would be amazing, because what you have here is you have something that effectively is a light tank. Well, it's a tank with recon movement. Although, honestly, actually, I actually feel like it's inferior to. It's got no better defense than the recon car. If it had a couple of points of extra defense, it might be worth it, but it actually really isn't, is it? No, slower. Slower and with similar attack. Not worth touching. But then again, on limited stock, of course, I mean, when the battles get more protracted, I might find myself leaning for things. Yeah, that stuff was definitely not worth trading for. But, you know, who cares, whatever. Okay, let's take that off for now. Oops. Oh, you certainly don't need fast learner anymore. I think I might do a video on anti-tanks at some point on a guide things, because generally speaking I never use them. And that is because of their because they're uniquely weak normally. But this one is just so advanced that it's actually worth using. And that ground defense is amazing. That's going to make it very resistant to infantry for a long time. So I think this one is worth using, but generally speaking they're not worth using. And I think a brief explanation of why that is would be good. But that is it for now. Join me next time. I'm going to do a proper deployment phase. I've got to go over my stuff and unequip all my heroes and recreate my team. Rudel will make things very interesting as well. I think him on a bow fighter or the 109Z will create a very nasty unit. So yeah, stuff I need to think about. That is it for now. So I will see you guys next time.